Hi there. Thanks for showing up for your learning. As someone who wants to learn to solve systems of equations fluently, I salute you. Let's put aside our calculators. We can use them to check our work, but we're going to want to work as much on paper or mental math as possible. So let's go. To do these problems, we're going to need random numbers, and I suggest numbers between 2 and 12. So let's go. I'm going to roll some dice, and I've got the numbers 2 plus 6 gives me here 8. And 4 plus 5 gives me 9. 1 plus 4 gives me 5, and 4 plus 1 also gives me 5. And then I'm just going to decide that that's negative, that that's positive. I just made it negative and said it was positive, and the rest are positive. Okay. So now, with the 1-star type problems, they've been set up so that when we just add these equations together, our y's are going to disappear. So that's going to make it a little bit simpler for us to do. So I would suggest just go ahead and add our equations here, adding this one with the one above. So negative 8x plus 5x gives us negative 3x, and 9 minus 5 gives us 4, so x is equal to negative 4/3. So we can put that into the solution block there, 4/3, and then I would say we can go ahead and now solve for y. One way to do that is to take this and substitute it back in, and then solve for y. But if you don't have an appetite for doing that without fractions, and that will be the way that you would be taught in class. So I'm going to show you a different way to do this that you might like. I'm going to go ahead and eliminate the value x, and then do that to solve for y. So in order to do that, I'm going to multiply this equation by 5 and this equation by 8. I got those numbers from the opposite coefficients. And I want to do this in such a way so that when I add the equations together, I'm eliminating x. So I want them to have the opposite sign. That's my favorite way. So now I will get the new system of equations. Negative 40x plus 5y is equal to 45. That's multiplying this 5 in throughout. And now we multiply the 8 in. That gives us 40x minus 8y is equal to negative 40. Okay. Now we add these two equations together. We've eliminated our x's because they had the 0. And we have negative 3y is equal to 5. And so that tells me that y is equal to negative 5/3. So that gives you a different way to solve for your variable when you get an unappetizing number that you don't feel like substituting back in and doing the arithmetic. Just a different way that you can do those. And then, of course, we can check our work with Desmos just by copying this equation in. So let me just move it so that I can see the whole thing. So I have minus 8x plus y is equal to 9, and 5x minus y is equal to negative 5. And then I check my intersection point, and I have negative 4/3 for the x and negative 5/3 for the y. Fantastic. If I'm still not sure if those decimal points line up exactly, I can write in the point, just like I see it here. Just type it in exactly like that. So that would be minus 4/3 is x, and minus 5/3 is y. And then I can notice that that point exactly lands where those two lines cross, so we banked it. We got the perfect solution. Next, if you want more challenging problems, well, can you learn to do that level in your head? Be the next level. And then also, we can have more challenging coefficients to work with here, more challenging numbers. So let's roll again. I'm going to show you the blue level. The pink level would be we add fractional coefficients for x and y and still work to eliminate those. And that's a high level to get to, and you'll want to develop that level of fluency to go to a high level in math. Anyway, here we go. 2 and 5 is 7, 6 and 5 is 11, 5 and 3 is 8, 3 and 3 is 6, 1 and 5 is also 6, and 1 and 6 is 7. I am going to make that negative and that negative and that negative because, hey, let's go. So now, in order to work on that, we're going to want to eliminate our variables and solve. So I am going to multiply this equation on top by 6 and this equation by 7. I can see that that will give me a way to eliminate these x's. And that will create a new system of equations. 6 times 7 is 42x, but I hardly need that because I know it's going to eliminate. Minus 66y is equal to 48. So that's multiplying all of these in here. And then multiplying these in, I get this is negative 49. Interesting. That's 42y and positive, and then we got negative 42x. Again, that hardly matters because we knew that that was going to eliminate. When we add these together, we are going to get negative 24y is equal to negative 1. So y is 1 on 24. Substituting 1 on 24 into this equation is a little bit nasty. So go ahead and eliminate your y values to find your x value next. So if I multiply here by the 6, which I get from down here, and then this one 11, which I got from up here, I know that I will create two equations that have the same coefficient but opposite sign for y. So those are going to look like 42x minus 66y is equal to 48. And then down here, minus 66x plus 66y is equal to negative 77. Adding these together eliminates that. 42 minus 66, we again get that number negative 24x being equal to 48 minus 77, which was that 29? Yeah, it's 29, but negative minus 29. So that gives us the solution x is equal to 29 on 24. Take that and check it in Desmos, see if we're right. This time I'm pretty confident. So let's go. Copy in your equations. 7x minus 11y is equal to 8. And minus 6 plus 6y, I forgot an x there, is equal to negative 7. Okay. And then we're going to zoom in. We're going to check that intersection there, and then we're going to type it in as a point. So the point would be 29 on 24, comma, 1 on 24. And it looks like we banked it. Hooray. Okay. So that is our solution to that type of problem. We'll want to build that fluency up so that we can crush this part of the course. And also solving systems of equations, simultaneous equations, shows up a lot on math contests, shows up mathematics creates a lot of these. Life, business gives us a lot of these. You're going to want to have this skill at a high level. So I salute you for building your fluency with these exercises. Any questions about how else to build your fluency or what to do if you want more challenge? I mean, gosh, you make that 6 on 5x and it's a lot harder problem already. You make this 11 on 3y. Woo! Now that's really going to cook for building your algebraic fluency and your number skills. So work on that level and then you're going to do great. Okay, bye for now, everyone.